Park Aero Modelers Association in Avon Park, Florida, and we are going to take up Bigfoot. We've already done my range test. I got several videos, or a couple, at least I'll put a link in the description of how to do a range test. Did one the other day, and just did one on this one. So we have very little wind. It's out of that direction, so right, left, up, down, right, left. Just so you know, I'm running a 3200 3S Smart Pack Enter, which is probably a little too big for her, but that's okay. I have the control surfaces set for maximum deflection on everything. That way I can get the most out of the rolls and loops and turns, because that's just how I like to do it. I have my throws are 100%, and I have 30% expo all the way around. And that's usually 100 over 30 is usually about what I do on almost all of my planes. Except, of course, my jets. They're different. You don't want your throws at 100% unless it's a really slow flying jet. But who ever heard of a slow flying jet? Well, there are some that fly kind of slow, but for a jet, put it that way. All right, we got our landing flaps in right now, going into the wind, so probably don't really necessarily need them. So a little touch and go there. A lot of people think this plane doesn't have enough juice or enough power. I think it's got plenty of power, but that's just me. And I'm running a really heavy battery in it, so. Good looking plane.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, a little bit of up trim there because I am running a much heavier pack, so she's going to want to kind of drop on me. Just so you know, I have no kind of stabilization or anything like that in this plane. Just an AR-620. And because this plane really doesn't need any kind of gyro or stabilization, very stable format or platform anyways. Fun plane to fly, that's for sure. Great trainer, great bush plane, great all around land anywhere kind of plane. No flaps. Okay. Nice touch and go there. I know I'm on the runway, but there again, I'm the only one here. Now, if I was the only one here, if I had other people here, of course, I would not be on the runway. You know, the other plane's flying, I'm up here, I'm just a moving obstacle, so that would be stupid of me. But since I'm the only one here, I don't mind allowing myself to. All right, we're gonna put flaps in this time. See if we can't bring her in slow and just kind of cruise on. Hit that wind that just hit me, that gust. Definitely need to do some down mix, but I need to get the recommended battery, which is really a 2200. Put that in there and then do my flat mix accordingly, because you got to remember, you know, your battery weight changes your CG. All right. And if you ever want to, you know, you're thinking, man, I really want to have a nice greaser landing. If you got a plane that does well in grass, you can land in the grass, because it'll really take out a lot of your mistakes and make your landing look so much nicer. I know it's kind of cheating, but a lot of people, that's all they have is a grass landing or a grass field. You know, now I'm going to come in basically the same speed, try to do that same landing, but this time I'm going to do it on the pavement, and kind of the same approach, same kind of speed, and I'm going to show you that it's not going to look quite as good. Okay, maybe it wasn't too bad. Yeah, she'll fly inverted for you. No problem. Lead off some speed there. That's a great way to do it, like a corkscrew like that. That is a great way to bleed off a little bit of speed. Just make sure you stay in control. Don't let yourself do a tip stall. Just pretty as you please. And people think you land with your elevator, you know, but you don't. You keep your wings level with your ailerons. You keep your nose pitched, you know, correctly. You know, the long part of your plane correct with your elevator. You know, keeping yourself level in that direction. But you land with your throttle. Yeah, you land with your throttle. A lot of people don't realize that, but you land with your throttle. And you're thinking, well, yeah, you just slow down. No, it's more than just slowing down. I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, you're slowing down, slowing your rate of descent and everything. But you have a lot more control, because you need little you need little micro bits of thrust, positive control forward, you know, when to let off, when to speed up. You're really controlling that landing with that throttle. The rest of the airplane is just keeping you level. You know, your rate of descent, how you approach, how you feel it is more.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Is a lot more about that throttle.
1. Time expired.
And that's more of a, and folks, I want to tell you, you've got to fly these planes and keep flying them until you get the point, obviously, where you don't need any kind of a stabilization or safe or anything. But you want to get to where you develop the feel. And what I mean by the feel, okay, what do you want to hear?
Motor off.
Motor off. When I say the feel, I mean that you can feel the airplane through the sticks. Not physically going up and feeling the plane, but you can feel the plane through the sticks. You're able to get that sense of what the plane is doing, and the impulse, and the feedback, and the control surface and everything. You can feel it through the transmitter. That's what you're wanting to develop. And that only comes through flying and practicing. And eventually, when you get to the point where you can truly feel that airplane through that transmitter, then you don't need safe anymore. You don't need gyros and stabilization anymore, unless you just want to make it fly prettier. When you develop that feel, you can fly anything at that point. You've passed the threshold, and that's where you want. That's what every pilot should be trying to strive to get to, is to get to where you feel the airplane. Okay, now had a 5-minute timer, 10 seconds over on a 3200 checker. Oh shoot, didn't. Well, anyways, let's walk back. Folks, you know what? I got to, like, I don't know, tattoo it to my forehead or something. Remember to bring checker out to the runway. I just don't want to bring it out there for whatever reason. So let's go back. And like I said, I'm 10 seconds over on a 5-minute timer. And let's just see what kind of juice I've got. Look at them lights. Aren't those lights nice? And they're good looking, aren't they? And the flasher, you got your red and your green and everything. And let's just see what kind of battery life and juice I got left. And that 3200 is right there. Right there. Just fitting about 1/4 way in on that first strap is where I got it. And it just seems to balance just perfect. So I'm not all the way forward, but almost. Go out here in the light. And let's see. I got 50% left on a 5-minute timer. I went 10 seconds over. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. God bless y'all. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.